Because I don't want to come and be hearing story.
No.
Because this is because that. No, Amory.
It's looking like a cracker.
I love Man United to win this game. Man, you are prepared for this match. From what I'm seeing.
Time will tell.
You see?
Both of them have to be
Already
prepared.
goes on target.
Just cool. That's their new striker.
In my opinion, they wouldn't have let the Rashford go, but if they have good replacements for him.
Bro, this is what it is.
It
When
was
you are
it,
not
man.
functioning together with your
The
mates,
team.
you just need to leave. Doesn't make you a bad player. Pep Guardiola, my guy. Best coach in the world.
So
This place is big stuff.
I'm coming now. Man City is playing 4-2-3-1. Haaland be number 1. Number 9 playing forward. Then Doku, Foden and Silva central forward. Rodri and Renders mid backward. Defense, we have O'Reilly,
Pull this ball.
Guaridol, Diaz and Kushanov. And then goalkeeping is Donnarumma. For Manchester City, for Manchester United, they are playing 3-4-2-1 with forward being Sesko. They'll have Ahmad and Mbeumo supporting him. Then midfield we have Dorgu, Ugarte, Fernandez and Mazraoui. And then defense we have Shaw, Delight and Yoro. And then goalkeeping is Bavinder. Now, as it stands, this is more like it. Possession 50-50.
Exactly.
Shots on goal. Manchester 1. Manchester City 0. Man U 1.
I
City
want
0.
Man U to actually win this game.
Shot attempts 1-1. Yellow card 0. Penalty kick 0. Saves 1 to Man City. This will be an interesting match.
I see what you're trying to do. These new guys in Man U. The other one's name is Mbuemu, the other one is Cunha. And they're the forwards. Those guys are beasts. Those guys, they work. But as usual, you can be very good and the rest of the guys are not that good. So it's going to make you look like
one-eyed man in the land of the blind.
I'm telling you. Can you see what these guys are doing? That's Mbuemu. Ah! That's cool, where are you? So far, man, you are very comfortable on the ball. Ref.
Wrestled him to the ground. And it's acting as though he doesn't know.
Amorim. No, man, you are prepared for this match. Ooh, nice.
They are determined not to play second fiddle to Manchester United are from the same city, just like Real Madrid and Real Atletico Madrid. This matchup goes beyond having bragging rights. 11 minutes played, 12 minutes played rather.
Slightly. Man City slightly has gained a little more possession compared to United. We have 40 and 50.4 versus 49.6. Shots on goal 1-0 in favor of United. Shot attempts 1-1, 0 cards, 0 corner kicks.
Yes,
One save.
Go. Looking by Man U.
Sorry.
Reminder that when you have two forwards that understand each other, like my co-commentator said, you usually fire. It reminds me of when Manchester United was Manchester United, Dwight York and Andy Cole. Their combination was fire. When you have forwards that understand themselves. No greed. You play as a team. I've been saying it on this platform. It's the gang that wins, not the big names. Not the big names.
Who are you, bro? Come on now, guy.
That was if he had.
Yeah, this is now the goal of the week instead of the Mendy's goal.
Yeah.
Since it didn't happen, the Mendy still have it. Still carries it.
The eyes have it. We have seen some popular football. Being played here. Big names though, but
Oh, Dogu.
No.
Go,
ball.
Man City.
Man City scores.
Phil Foden for Man
Yeah,
City.
I was talking about purposeful football. It's a far cry from what we experienced with Liverpool, the defending champions. That's football.
Man City is up 1 goal. And not from Haaland or from Foden.
Not from Haaland. He can't be the only person scoring all the time, bro. Ooh, damn.
No,
this
that
is
was-
a good one.
It was Doku.
Yeah. This is a good plan.
Doku did the work. Doku did the work.
Nah, this is a good ball. This is
No.
football.
Doku, come on. The Doku's Abi forgets. And anyway, the team, as I've said, the team,
Yeah, the team, they are good.
Well placed header.
well placed header. He stretched out the goalkeeper.
You people said Onana away. Now let's see what this keeper will be doing.
This Kwendo,
Let's see what this keeper will do.
That was a mad goal from Foden.
Man, you can do it. You can do it. Ref.
but we are hoping this is not a whitewash. There is honor to be kept. We have a name to protect.
Of course.
Man City on fire.
It's definitely been raining. People cheering in the rain. That's what happens when you play entertaining football.
Of course.
And
The
Haaland
beast.
is on the ball. He's going. He's going.
The beast.
Oh, he didn't.
Blocked.
He was blocked.
Nice game,
But
nice
you
game,
see,
Man City.
just from his body movement, he already disheveled the
Yeah,
defense. You know?
The guy knows what he's doing. He's a striker, so he knows what to do.
They're kind of players that once they have the ball, you need to shake. You need to be on guard. Again, Man City, back to Man U.
What guy playing?
Fernandez.
Fernandez lost that ball. It's a throw in.
Man U. Don't disgrace me today. Don't disappoint me.
Man U sweating
In the rain.
in the rain. Man U
This is
sweating in the
serious.
rain. It looks like Man City is starting to pick up in positions.
The beast. Oh.
See, Man City is now 61%, while Man United is 38.9%.
And in the corner,
As a corner,
the first corner of
Against
this.
Man U.
Man United on the substitutes. We have Sene, Kobe, Diego Leon, Aiden, Tyler, Joshua, Tom Heaton, Casemiro, and Harry.
Could be mine.
While Man City, we have Stephen Mfuni, James Trafford, Oscar Board, Rico Lewis, Nico Gonzalez, Matthias Nunes, Divine Mukasa, Sovinho, and Nathan Ake.
Doku again on the ball.
Go quick again.
That's what he's going to do.
He knows
To go.
he knows he has the dribbling skill. He knows it. Now that is
It's
a
always
player like that. A player like that, you know that once they are on the ball, it spells danger.
I'll give Doku. He has the power of getting past defenders. That is it's a skill that is priceless in a winger. When you are a winger and you have the power to evade defenders, you can easily feed your strikers.
Anyways, normally that's what your work should be. Know how to read all of them and fit
I
it
watched
your
a
striker.
match. I watched a match for almost 100 minutes. I didn't see anybody shake anybody. Nobody shook anybody. Everybody just stood their ground, just run into the defender, and the defender runs into you. Back and forth for 100 minutes. Plus time added on.
Charge him now. Why are you holding this guy? Ooh,
Haaland is on the
the
move.
beast is on the move.
This is looking promising.
Give.
Hey, yeah, first touch. His first touch let him down.
I think he didn't anticipate that
He didn't see that person coming
back to him immediately.
Yeah.
You know, something I noticed about Haaland now, the guy is beginning to become a hustler in the game.
Yes.
Yes.
They must have won him.
Yes. Right now,
That
you
is
remember
his
that guy
career.
I told you that
Yeah.
usually feeds him before. The guy is no more here. So nobody's
No.
feeding him. So
So
now
now
he has
he's-
to like work it out himself.
He's falling back a
Yeah.
bit to get the ball.
Normally, you never see Haaland coming back like.
Well, everybody has his own opinion, but I'm of the opinion that if you are a team, you can sacrifice, you can settle for the assist, so that a lethal striker like Haaland can finish up for you. And you can sacrifice, but when you start saying that everybody must score, everybody should have the ability to score. That's why you are trained. You are trained footballers. You are professional footballers. You are paid to play. You should be well-rounded. But when somebody is gifted, let him score for you.
No. Man City is playing here.
Yeah, Man City is
Man
playing
City
the
is
game now.
playing me ball.
They are playing the game now.
Man City is playing.
Besides, they are playing at home, so
Expected. Well, beyond that, you need to have skill.
Oh, we're talking about Man City here. Man City is the one team in Premier League that can give you, win Premier League, Champions League, Carabao League, and the rest all.
Didn't you see
Same season.
Burnley. Burnley played at home. What did they do?
But in the end of the day, they still lost. Nice, go, boys, go.
Man United going for it.
Nice, but
Nice corner. Nice cross in.
Man, you still trying to find your way around.
One goal down, but they're trying to hustle.
Okay.
Intercepted. Haaland on the ball.
Haaland is back at home. Can you imagine?
Dispossessed. Manchester.
Offside.
No, it's not too.
What kind of waste is that? What kind of waste is that? You wasted that ball.
If you check it, we are offside.
Wait, let's see first.
It's offside now.
It is.
Now for you.
No,
It's offside, Oga.
Let's see
It's
first.
offside.
Let's see.
It's offside.
it's not. He ran out.
Come on.
It's
But
not.
forget offside. So if this was offside now, is this what
what did he play? He played nonsense.
If
Nonsense.
this was offside, is this what he's gonna play?
It wasn't even
It's offside.
offside.
It's offside.
He ran from inside the defenders. He ran from them.
You see, you saw where the picture was still. You can see that he's in front. Where they held the frame, you can see he was in front.
Okay, bro.
If you have scored, that's when you have known it have been disallowed.
See how Doku is really dominating this.
Reminds me of Daniel Amokachi.
And so like
He's
you
very
see him everywhere,
he's,
like dominating every angle there.
he's rugged, he's strong,
Yeah.
and he's able to shake the defense. If they could have somebody like that on the right flank, Manchester City will carry Premier League. Will carry this thing, Premier League, and carry this thing, Champions League.
Well, don't forget that not all teams are sleeping too. Teams are not sleeping now. You saw Chelsea yesterday with Palmer. Still,
The coach doesn't know what he's doing.
Is it?
Palmer was introduced in the second half now.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
Why you say it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Why didn't this one?
If-
Why did?
This previous match
Yes.
Liverpool.
that you watched.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Burnley, Liverpool.
If they didn't introduce those two players at the end, Liverpool would have ended draw.
Liverpool, they won with the penalty.
I know.
So that doesn't really qualify as a
That's what I'm saying.
If those two they were not introduced, even at the penalty, they want to win it.
A penalty to me is not a real goal.
It's a cheat, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
Me
It's
too,
not a real
I
goal
feel
now.
that
The
way.
point I'm trying to make: how did the penalty come to be?
Because
That
they
is
were
handball
substituted
now.
That's
It's
black.
handball. Assuming that somebody was
From
trying
who?
to score to and he was brought down, I accept that it's more of a
No.
goal. But it was a handball. It
No,
was
I
just
understand what you're saying. If those guys probably were not there, so
And the
if they
pressure
are on
wouldn't
pitch,
have been there.
pressure.
maybe the person that was there then will not even think of kicking that ball to the point
You understand?
where it got them that
You understand?
penalty.
So it
I
was
get where
one
you're-
of the
where you're saying.
substitutes that actually pressed and played the ball, and and then they needed to be defending, which is what led to the penalty.
well, to me, it's not deserved.
It's not deserved. that one is
But
not
no,
deserved.
you mean the win is not deserved? I
Yes.
mean the penalty.
They win.
Actually, we're saying the same thing.
We are saying the same because the thing you can't see like a real penalty like handball and then you say no, they don't deserve it because you give them now. And if they score, they win. It's their game.
The win was not deserved. As the defending champions,
Funny how it doesn't matter how the process you take to win that game. It takes for you to win the game.
also
The
that
game
ends
is
well.
just win the game. Just
Clearly,
Hamburg, I think.
clearly, what is looking like is that most of these teams they're trying not to introduce their killer players too early.
What do you mean? Why is Haaland then playing?
No. Kopama, for instance.
That one is a Chelsea thing.
What about the Liverpool that we just watched?
Mo Salah played now. Mo
Salah
is there.
Liverpool played all their key players.
They played all their key
work
players.
out for them. But
It's
because
only
those
Chelsea
boys, like
that
the
is
other
not
guys, said, like
their
this
ball.
is his second match because he's just a boy. I think from their feeders team.
And those boys, you will see, they're the ones that will replace people like Salah. Salah is gone now.
Yes,
he's old now.
If you check, see the minutes that they introduced to them now. It's like
Understand?
85 minutes or
And
about. That's to tell you that.
They know what they're doing. They introduce both of them at the same time.
Yes.
Look,
It's like
this
What?
this Premiership and La Liga and everything. Before anything, it's a business.
Sure, for sure.
People are in need to make money. So if
isn't that Dogu? Yes, he's the one.
that's Dogu. Wow,
Which one? This
he's
guy?
down.
Yes, the one down.
No, it's not Dogu.
Doku is different from Dogu.
And Dogu.
Dogu.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you said Doku of my
No, Dogu.
First of all, it's a business. So if I see, if I tell, if they say they say okay, the lineup that will play is out, and you're telling me that a Haaland is not there, a Doku is not there, you are putting small boys. Then why should I wait? Number one, why should I bet on your team?
Let me ask you something.
This
So, what I was trying to see, right?
Yeah.
This Liverpool match,
yeah.
that guy that's Ochuku matched him.
Yes. McAllister.
Yes, you know that they had to substitute him. Possibly he's injured.
Yeah.
So imagine that you are playing all your key players from the start, and then they are acquiring such injuries.
They are not going to. They are not acquiring.
You won't go anywhere.
That's why the. Oh, this you are saying is unique to Chelsea's game and is unique to Chelsea's game of yesterday. The thing is.
Of yesterday?
Yes. Yes.
Of today?
Chelsea played yesterday.
I know. I'm talking about these events that happened.
No. See, the boys that played, there are people that when you in football, when you grow a team, you understand what I'm saying? If this guy is getting old, then you now start after 50 minutes, 60 minutes, then you substitute him. You substitute him with somebody younger. That the person will have his debut and all of that. You understand?
My point is, the point I'm trying to make is that it is not wrong not to play all your strongest players from the beginning.
But
It's not wrong.
Are you
Because you could do that, and then if they get injured, what next?
are you conversant with the term first team?
Yes.
So what is that? Is that your best players, or you kept
Your best
some?
players. But you are still in the beginning of the tournament. Why are you fielding your first team?
Because you want to get ahead early.
So now,
That is why the referee is there. That's why VAR is there. That is why
it doesn't change the fact that they can get injured.
It's part of the game. Injury is part of the game. Injury is part of the game.
One thing I know is that there's nothing you especially people like us. There's nothing we want to tell people like these coaches in terms of strategy. There's nothing.
It's their work.
It's
that's
and
their
okay,
job.
they have years in it.
Okay. Why is Haaland playing? Why is Doku playing? Why are they not
you
resting?
getting the point?
I'm not getting the point.
Okay.
Why is Haaland playing? If that is a point, why is Haaland playing? Why is Doku playing?
Because they are playing against a strong team. You can't be playing. Imagine that Man City,
I talked about this yesterday.
Liverpool playing with Burnley, and then they are playing their first team full squad. Why?
They played their first team.
No.
Okay, talk.
No.
Liverpool na first team they play. I mean, no play first team.
Yes,
Because Salah is there. Because Salah is there. Because Salah is there. Does not make it first team.
Na first
okay,
team
so
they
the
had.
thing for me is you can equally play your first team or not, and then that very day is going to be a bad day for you. That's number one. It's not every day that is Christmas for everyone. Now I know for sure like there are days that you play the Salah and Salah is lost in the game. Like you will not even see him.
Yes.
There are days you play. I remember which match between the match that Arsenal won Man City 5-0. You won't see the Haaland, you won't see the Doku, you won't see anybody because they were dominated. And this is like their first team. So you can play on your first team and you will not do anything because that's a bad day for you. Like Arsenal yesterday, like our match yesterday. Let me tell you something. Like our match yesterday,
yes.
We know that we were playing people like Brentford, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
He played all the key players. Only Saka and Saliba didn't play. And why? Because they are injured.
Yes.
But all the other ones that came, they are the assistants who like the Saka assistant and they did well.
I said this thing.
Probably if Saka was there, Saka probably wouldn't even do what Madueke did yesterday.
Yes, so I agree to that.
So it's not. So the thing is, it's not just about first team or second team. It's what can you bring to the table to make the difference. And that's what you are trying to say about these boys that were introduced in Liverpool. Okay, he played the first team and they didn't do anything.
Thank you. He goes
and then he
strategy.
He now introduced.
Thank you.
So it's about balancing. You know your
strategy.
You are talking about
strategy.
Form. Me, I'm talking about strategy. You are talking about form. Form now comes.
So the thing, even the strategy that you're talking about, you can come with strategy and it's still not working. And guess what? There are boys on the bench that you can
That's why we have timeouts. Yeah.
We are 42 minutes into the game, and then still Man City still leading
1-0.
and still dominating.
Are they dominating?
Yes, now they are dominating Man U now.
Yeah.
This is
They are dominating, yeah.
Even listen.
So ball position, Man City 59.6, Man U 40.4. So
2 more minutes to go, first half.
2 more minutes to go.
Of regular time.
Regular time.
Hold on, finish. Everything down.
chance, oh, Casemiro chance. Could have been a different narrative in these closing stages for Manchester United.
Certainly with the Reinders chance as well for 4 should also have gone in, but they've been 2 really good chances. Ahmad's been really lively last 10 minutes.
Ahmad, who's been more influential since switching to right wing back, too high for Xerxes, is Dorgo. Always rising for the moment he left his boot. Looking for his first goal for Manchester United, Patrick Dorgo. Late flurry of chances for the visitors, but they've still not been able to beat Donnarumma.
Another good situation here. Nice control this time from Dorgo. Brings inside on the right foot, but leans back and just knocks it over the top.
Manchester United fans in the main have seen enough. They will make the short journey from the east side of Manchester. Derby defeat to pile the pressure back on Ruben Amorim. City preparing a late change as Gonzalez feeds Foden outside of the boot for Savinho. Guardiola, Khrushchev. Double change coming up for City. Oscar Bob's about to come on. Nathan Ake would suit too. This will be a standing ovation, I'm sure, because Erling Haaland is going to be replaced. 50th Premier League home game for City. He's now up to 50 Premier League goals here.
Really good today. Well, right in the first couple of seconds he had a bit of a chance, didn't he? In the second half, he just took the game away from United. Brilliant play, lovely finish that one. And defensively as well, when he came back, he did his job. He was excellent today, the centre forward.
8 goals in 10 appearances against Manchester United now for Erling Haaland. Bernardo Silva makes way to allow Nathan Ake. Second substitute appearance for the Dutchman this new season. He hasn't started the Premier League since February, Nathan Ake. Looks back to his best at the moment, Erling Haaland.
Really impressive today.
Casemiro. For Manchester United, this is going to be a 7th Premier League away game without a win. They've only had 1 away win in their last 10 Premier League matches on the road now. Foden, Reinders, Oscar Bob. To be Derby Day delight. Manchester City on the verge of only a 2nd win of the new season for Pep Guardiola. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. 30 seconds of the standard time remain. Ahmad. Casemiro. Flicked on by Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Cleared away by Guardiola. Flag was raised anyway. Manchester United were offside. Manchester United, who remain stuck in a rut. This is going to be one win from the opening 5 games of the campaign in all competitions now for Ruben Amorim's team.
Yeah. Look, they have little flurries, they have little moments, don't they? In most games, United. And when they do, when they elevate, as the owner looks on there, yeah, and he's unsure again whether he's seeing his team moving in the right direction. Certainly not today was the result. Nothing like what he was hoping for. But they have these moments, these little flurries, and you think, yeah, there's something there, something tangible, but then it disappears.
Reinders for Foden. Harry Maguire stopping him. Reinders. Any touch at all. A couple of late chances for Reinders. We're into 4 minutes that have been added on.
Can't seem, sorry Connor, United to stitch anything substantial together for a period of games. It really genuinely make you feel like Ruben Amorim has got them moving together in the right direction.
Premier League Player of the Match award for Erling Haaland. Xerxes. Ahmad. Is there to be even consolation for Manchester United? Casemiro. Too many bodies in the way. We're now midway through the 4 minutes that have been added on. Bruno Fernandes to Ahmad. This similar pattern of attack for Manchester United in the second half, but it's the key ball into the centre that's been missing. Bruno Fernandes tries to find Dorgu.
Lucky he leapt well, didn't he, there? Cushion off it was that he managed to just beat in the air, but he's had a very good game, the goalkeeper, as well today. Again, not risking anything unnecessary with his feet, not wanting to come in and show the world that he can do what Edison did, because he can't. He wants to show everybody how good he can be with his hands. Just been neat and tidy with his footwork, and he's done all of that today.
Maguire, O'Reilly. Manchester United host Chelsea next weekend. After that, it's going to be a trip to Brentford. Pressure put on by Kushanov on Dorgu. Here's Oscar Bob. First time he's properly been involved. Snapshot from Foden. Savinho off the legs of Bayern Deer for a late Manchester City corner.
Yeah, nice work, Oscar Bob. Lovely close control in the box, and players around him afraid to really make a challenge. And came to Phil Foden, never really got the shot, and Savinho did well to keep it alive.
Comes to its conclusion, and for Manchester City the slide stops here. Could this be the spark to reignite City's season? Manchester City stopping the slide in the sweetest way. The derby is theirs, many doubts dispelled. The Etihad alive once more. Foden and Haaland did the damage. Manchester City 3. Manchester United 0. Yes, it is City's day in the Manchester derby. It's an emphatic way for them to get back to winning ways, and it is derby defeat for the red of Manchester United. Well, what a response that was from your former club today, Jolien.
Yeah, massive result and performance. Second half, Man United obviously did create a few more opportunities and had a little bit more control in the game, but overall City fully deserves the victory. We spoke about half-time, about them coming out and hopefully getting another goal, and they did that. It was a special goal that they did score and create, but overall I think every player will come out that pitch with a lot of confidence for their personal performance.
Foden and Haaland doing the damage. Foden on his first Premier League start of the season. Erling Haaland, Michael, 50 home Premier League games, 50 home Premier League goals.
Yeah, he's pretty unstoppable, isn't he? And how many times have we heard that? Foden and Haaland doing the damage. I mean, it was a fantastic second goal for Manchester City, scored by Haaland, that really took the game away from Manchester United. And after that was, I mean, Manchester United did have a few chances, but they were in total control for most of the game. Manchester City ran out worthy winners, and that man in shot. I mean, give him space in behind. Lots of teams deny that. Lots of teams sit deep against Manchester City. A couple of times Manchester United allowed that space, and he punished them both times.
How do you reflect on today from a United point of view, Peter?
Of course it is very, very disappointing. But as the game went along, I thought that there was a chance there for Manchester United to actually get something out of this game. I think the way that Man City won this game was not by playing exceptionally well as a team, but there were some brilliant individual performances there. I'll start with the goalkeeper, Donnarumma. And my God, what a debut he had today. Kept his team in it all the time. The save from Mbura was, that was just fantastic. And then of course you've got Foden, you've got Haaland, and Doku as well, creating chances and taking them. Now, if you weigh up the chances, I think United had more chances. The last 15 minutes, the number of opportunities that they had to score, the one goal that might put them back, and yet they don't. And that is for me so disappointing that we don't have that. And I'm looking at the team, I can't help but feel that it's moved nowhere. In all the time. Yet, in the last 2 years, it's absolutely just the same. And for Man City, yeah, it's a fantastic win. But it's not like they are back to when they were winning championships. We just gave it to them today, I felt.
Okay, Phil Foden back with a goal and back with a win, and a big hug from his manager as well. That is the Premier League weekend in terms of results complete. Anyway, Arsenal comfortably beating Nottingham Forest and Ange Postecoglou's first game in charge. 3 wins in a row for Bournemouth, no goals at Palace or Everton, a late winner for Fulham. Voldemort, a debut goal, getting Newcastle their first win of the season. West Ham have lost 4 of their opening 5, 3-0 defeat to Spurs, and Brentford's last gasp equaliser getting a point against Chelsea. Earlier on today, Liverpool left it until the 92nd minute, a Mo Salah penalty, winning it at Burnley, 4 wins out of 4, and City winning 3-0 against United here at the Etihad in the Manchester derby. So early days, 4 games played. Wolves are the only team without a point. Aston Villa the only team without a goal. And West Ham are the other one currently in the bottom 3. Manchester United, incidentally, 14th, 4 points from their opening 12. Earlier on, Liverpool went back to the top. They're the only team with a 100% record. It's only the 3rd time in Premier League history they've opened the season with 4 wins out of 4. Then come Arsenal, Spurs and Bournemouth, all locked on 9. Manchester City up to 8th with 6 points and a return to winning ways. Stay with us. So much to come here at the Etihad. All the reaction to Manchester City's comprehensive derby win. Both in the first half, and Erling Haaland at the derby double in the second. Manchester today is blue.
Broadcast proudly brought to you by Guinness, the official beer of the Premier League. And MTN, go make a difference.
Anytime I kiss your face, I smoosh your...
Sporty bet.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here! Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire at 7 p.m. All cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Vic, about today. If you're missing fairways, you're feeding the fish.
Better stock up there.
Guys got some balls for us.
Oh, showcase. Do you bomb it like Bryson?
Maybe. Scotty and Rory use these.
Gentlemen, have you tried these?
How about some fairway finders?
That's the one. That's the one I need. That's the one.
Yes. All of this and more under one umbrella.
Every pivotal moment from the world's biggest tours. Follow the legends, rising stars, and unforgettable rivalries. From first tee to final roar. If it's golf, it's on Supersport.
We aren't kidding.
Breaking news out of Stamford Bridge. M. Shola to Chelsea. Here we go.
Come on, little guy.
M. Shola is named as the best player in the world.
The stakes are high at Stamford Bridge today. Neto plays the ball in.
Come on, go on, man. Where were you?
Winning big.
Bet now and win big with M Sport.
Every second counts. Start your journey to financial freedom with HFM. Trade Forex, gold, and more with the best conditions on a trusted platform. HFM executes fairly and fast with 24/7 support. Join millions who trust HFM for online trading. Download the HFM app and start trading today. HFM. Trade your way.
Good evening and welcome to the La Liga EA Sports. Season is a big one. The run is with Iñaki at the far side, the highest quality. And we'll have our third penalty of the day. La Liga's top marksman.
Watch La Liga live on Supersport. The world's best football. It's on. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by SportyBet. Play with champions.
Lightning burst from Jeremy Docker. And a header from Foden is in! Manchester City's true blue! Pulls off Euro. Haaland is in and he scores! And that's the double of the lead that Manchester City craved! Manchester City looking for the third goal to put this derby to bed! 2 goals for Erling Haaland! Manchester City 3! Manchester United 0!
Yeah, that was the story of the Manchester derby here at the Etihad Premier League Live on the road. It is City's day by 3 goals to 0. Peter was saying at the full time there, Jolien, that they weren't back to their brilliant best, but they had control through most of that game, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. And I agree with Peter. I think there was times where Man United looked like they were going to score, but overall they was in control, and then chances for Man United did come when it was 3-0. So from a player's perspective, you kind of lacking concentration slightly, take your foot off the pedal. And I thought if they needed to, who knows? It could have been 4, 5 maybe, because they did create opportunities themselves. But yeah, I think due to the previous 2, 3 performances and results, you can't say they're back to their best because you don't know what the next week brings.
But we're talking about personal performances. Jeremy Doku was one of those who rose to the occasion today, and that first goal, the crucial breakthrough goal, was all down to him, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you don't expect him to pop up in that position, almost an inside right position when he's playing out the left, but he found a lovely little, what we call a number 10 position, and gets turned, and that's when alarm bells need to go in the Manchester United defence. As soon as he turns here, you see Phil Foden's reaction. He darts into the box straight away. He thinks, right, I'm not needed anymore in this pocket. I'll get into the box and hope something lands at my feet. As it did, it landed at his head. Second time of asking from Doku, but look at the way he just turns his neck there and feeds it into that far corner. Beautiful finish from Foden, but great play as well from Doku.
Manchester United have 8 players in the penalty area there.
Yeah, and it's against 3 blue shirts. This is my worry. This is why I think we're not improving at all. This is when Pre-Matt said that there are still a lot of players there that are confused about what they need to do in this system. And you know, I'm getting to a point now where I think this system, we cannot talk about this system. I think the manager needs to change it a little bit.
But we know he won't.
Go a little bit basic. Go forward the back.
Yeah,
Actually make the players play what they can play. Make them, you know, utilise their strength. Because you look at Luke Shaw in that situation. Luke Shaw is a left fullback, but he's playing in that left centre back position, and he's confused about where he's supposed to be. He gets done by a little trick by Doku on the 18-yard line, but way out. You know, he's not supposed to be there. Look at where he is.
That's a fullback area. That's a fullback versus a winger. So he's used to them scenarios. So he should be used to that. That's just a brilliant bit of skill that he's gone past him. Sometimes you can have too many players back, and then you don't recognise what am I supposed to do. You're supposed to be, I'm in a good position, and aesthetically, United players look like they're in good positions, but you have to be in a position that affects the opponent, and no one's tracking Phil Foden. Haaland's free, so from a defender's point of view, when the ball went out of play, I was thought, could I have touched my striker or the person I was meant to be marking? Because then I could have influenced what he was trying to do, but no one's close to anyone.
How tempting is it when you're a defender, or how natural is it when the ball's about to come in, you just keep running back towards your goal? When actually, as you say, 8v3 in the box, why can't one of 8 people mark a man? Is it just a natural?
Yeah, it is natural. And there's obviously things that strikers do naturally, like pull out
a little.
Yeah, so
but you know that.
Yeah, 100%. But what I don't see enough of, and this isn't a Man United thing or defensive, no one's running backwards. And when you're running forwards, all of a sudden, if it gets cut back, how do you adjust your body to then attack the ball? So for me, I was always taught when you're running back and it's in the final third or you're in the 18-yard box, back pedal. Because then if it goes forward, it's cut back. You're moving forward and then you're able to intercept the cross. But for me, United players are not doing that.
Then it became the Erling Haaland show at the double in the second half, because we said at half-time, can United start well? They did. But then within 7 minutes, bang, City are 2-0 up.
This was a beautiful goal. 4 great bits of skill, all on the spin. O'Reilly, and then we get the little shimmy from Foden, a great ball through, a great ball then again from Doku. I think Erling Haaland knows what he's going to do. As that ball's been passed, he's thinking dink. And the goalkeeper makes up his mind, he runs straight at him. And it's just a wonderful finish. Getting the wrong side there, Doku's bit of strength. Wrong side again from Shaw, strength, keeping him off. Look at that, strength of him. Just keeps him at arm's length and then dinks it over. I mean, it's a textbook finish. As soon as he's running through, I'm thinking dink, dink. I'd be interested if we can grab him at some point after this game to find out when he was actually thinking it. But beautiful goal from City, and even Pep Linders and Pep Guardiola, they kept saying to each other, top goal, top goal. They were screaming top goal at each other as it went in, and it was 4 moments of magic on the spin for them.
Yep, see, from my perspective, as a goalkeeper, that's a dream scenario. Let him come in at that angle. Let him come in.
Really?
Yeah. And then what you're supposed to do is, see how the angle here, now you just stop and wait for it. Just wait. Just wait for him.
So what's the goalkeeper done? Gone to ground too early here?
Just see when he comes in, he's already gone. He's not covering anything, right? Just wait for him. Just let him look at you. Give him a decision to make. If he's already decided that he's going to chip it, he's just going to chip it up to you.
That's an incredible point, because we play again, we don't give each other secrets away, but I always used to think, let the goalkeeper, mate, he'll always do something. And if you hold your nerve a split second, they'll do something. They'll go to ground, or they'll do some. They might stand up and you can go through the legs, but they will do something. And it's interesting. Peter's saying, you don't have to do anything, because that's what I hated. If a goalkeeper came out in that situation and they did nothing, just stood there, you'd be, oh, where can I put this? And the moment's gone.
In this goal, Haaland's already got somebody else there, you know? He's helping me to do what I have to do, to stop and just wait. He's helping me. If Haaland was coming in on his own, where he could stop the ball or go there, go there, then it's a little bit of a different situation for me. But that for me was a dream scenario. Just stop and let him have the shot or do whatever.
Yeah, it looked like the keeper was treating it like a 1v1 where he's not using Shaw and the impact he could have and not taking away, well, he can't go across me, he's got to only dink it or go through my legs. He's given him all the options and yeah, he's made it easy for him.
Okay, and then Haaland did it once again, didn't he? In this dream situation that he finds himself, I mean, from inside his own half.
Yeah, I mean, this is a totally different finish. Again, Manchester United cause a problem here. Luke Shaw, probably a poor touch and gives the ball away. We highlight him here, actually. Look at this. Poor first touch, gives the ball away, and all of a sudden they're on the back foot now. Haaland breaks clear, he's definitely inside his own half, but this is a different finish. I love this little touch there. That one that just shifts it, just changes the angle last second, and then it's an absolute, I mean, perfect finish, just in off the post. That touch just opens it up slightly, and it's a nice little slot this time. The two goals that I mean, going through one-on-one, you've probably got three options. You either dink the goalkeeper, you go round the goalkeeper, or you slot it. Going round the goalkeeper was always my least favourite, and I think it's his too, because you've seen a dink and you've seen a slot from him today. And, well, I mean, just clinical finishing.
Yeah. So Steve, that's another example of, so in this situation, he actually stops and does exactly what I would have done in the other goal, right? But here, I think he should be more aggressive. He should be more aggressive because Harry Maguire's coming back. So if he's out, and you see it clearly from this and the other end, you see like two yards further up. Actually, you see it better here. Just think about what 2 yards would have done to that position. He would have saved the ball. The ball could not have gone in because he would have closed the goal down. He should have been more aggressive.
But Haaland would have gone round him, he did that.
Yes.
Or that would have become an option.
The reason I say that he should do that is because Harry Maguire is on the chase. So if he goes around him,
you might get back.
Might bring him back into play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, if Harry Maguire's not there, it's a different situation. That is actually the most difficult situation for a goalkeeper, to face a one-on-one when he comes in near enough straight on the goal, because you don't have any angles you can close down. But because you have a defender who's on the run backward, he can help you out in that.
Fascinating. Right, let's get some Manchester United reaction to this 3-0 defeat here. Here is their manager, Ruben Amorim.
Well, Ruben, what are your thoughts? That's obviously a day of frustration for you.
Yeah, of course. If you look at the goals, we can avoid that goals. So that was the biggest difference. We suffer goals that is clearly we can do better, and especially the second one. So you start the second half well. You are pushing for our goal to open the game, and even the 2-1 that Brian could score. That moments were always for the opponent, and then the third goal is like it's hard to describe. So we suffer goals that we can avoid when it's just the opponent, but we can avoid these kind of goals.
I know you said after the win against Burnley that every time the opponents are near our box, it feels like they could score. Is that a mental thing? Is it a deficiency of mental thought of the players at the moment?
No, the biggest difference is when we had transitions, we didn't score. When City, especially in the second half, the game changed a little bit, and we suffered transition, and they were better in that moment. And again, if you see the moments of the goal, if you look at the play, we clearly can avoid the goals, and that makes the difference in the game like this.
But how do you rectify that? Because you clearly work on it every week. So how do you rectify it in games?
We can do better. That is clear. But again, transitions, the third goal, lack of quality in the connection. People doesn't know who is going to the ball, and then the guy is free to score. The first one, he is in the middle of 4 guys, and we can be more aggressive in that moment because we were near the ball. the second goal, we want to recover the ball so fast that in a throw-in they have a 1-against-1. Len is going from the outside, not the inside, so these details we can work. But then in these kind of games we need to be perfect, and we weren't perfect.
Going forward, the number of chances you're creating, it looks good on paper, but does that make it even worse for you that they're not going in?
The frustration is always the same. Because with the amount of chance we need to score goals. If you don't score goals, you don't open games when we are drawing and take the lead to control the game in a different way. When we are 2-0, we are near the goal, you can feel it, but then if you don't open the game again, it's like a matter of time. You have to push more men up, and then you take transition. So frustrated day, and we need to work on a lot of things for the next game.
Thanks, Ruud.
Well, he is quite clearly very, very upset with the way they conceded those goals today.
I understand that. I really do understand that. We've talked about it so many times about eradicating all the mistakes, individual mistakes that leads to goal, that leads to conceding goals, and especially on the third goal. I mean, Harry Maguire gets a ball and there's no one there to help him. He's under pressure, and there's a bad pass, of course. Is it to Foden? It ended up with Foden, and Foden plays Haaland. But you can't concede goals like that in these games. And I think what frustrates him even more is that he feels that the Manchester United had chances to score goals, and he spent I don't know £200 million on strikers, and they're not scoring goals still. But I go back to what I said, about 10 minutes ago. I think he should consider just changing it a little bit, change the system so you get players playing what they know, what they've been brought up to play, what's instinct to them, where they don't have to think, and just ease in, and then you can make adjustments along the way.
But he's never played anything else as a manager. I mean, that would be a huge U-turn to what he said he's going to do.
I mean, do you not think the skill of a manager is to adjust and put the right team out, in the right formation, the right system, and make every player as good as they can be? I think he's making a few players a little bit worse because they don't really know where to be. Bruno, for instance, Bruno's not a number 6. He's supposed to. When Bruno got further up the pitch, he started to create chances. He started to help the team create chances. So I'm just saying that maybe he should consider that in a period of time, just to ease everything up, get some confidence in the squad, and then he can start make adjustments to what he think the Manchester United should.
I can see that at the outset. Of course, he's going to come in to start with, play his system. I could then see that, but now what I think we're starting to see is an Aaron team. He's starting to buy players. More importantly, he's starting to sell players. And the players that he sold, a lot of them, Garnacho and etc., they're wide players. So all of a sudden, to go with a 4, then you're going to have wide players. He sold them all. All the number 10s that he's buying now are playing to be central. Cunha and Burmo.
Yeah,
they're also more central players.
You could play a 4-3-3 system.
But you still need wide players. But
you still need wide players for it.
I agree with
I know, but you still have them. I mean, you have them.
Well, he's got rid of them all to play in this new system that he's got.
Well, I see where my starting point is not so much scoring the goals. My starting point is not conceding the goals. That's my note. You can see how they're all confused about their situation. We see it on the goals. They don't really know where they're supposed to be. And it makes it at times a little bit too easy for the other team to create chances. And this is my point. And when you play against big guys like this one here, who's coming in with a big smile on his face, so after 7 goals
we're going to change the moaning Man United conversation to delighted Manchester City now. Erling, well done. How good did that feel today?
Amazing. We needed this.
Pop that up there for us.
Amazing. We needed this, as a club and everything. It's hard to go into national team with a loss, say what you want. You want to keep going and turn things around. And then we went into the national team kind of like, where does this go? And then we kind of answered perfectly, so that was amazing.
Yeah, there looked a real intent right from the off from you today.
Yeah, we need energy from us to the crowd and back. We need to give each other energy. That's what we need to do. And I felt today we did that. And yeah, in the end, it's a really good performance. Of course, could be better. They could have scored, we could have scored more, but in the end, 3-0 at home is fantastic.
We've got a goal scorer here who wants to ask you about these
Well,
finishes.
we've been debating in terms of a goalkeeper's view on a goal and an attacker's view on a goal. I was saying that I think as soon as you picked up that first ball, you knew you were going to dink the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Or do you wait for the goalkeeper to make it almost his first move?
No, but I knew that he was. He rushes out a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. I think if you watch United, kind of. So the ball was perfect. It was perfect. You don't need to touch the ball. You just need to run with it and finish. That's the perfect ball. I call it Kevin De Bruyne pass. You know, you don't need to do anything. Just run. And yeah, it was a perfect finish.
And for the second goal as well, you know, you've dinked one, you've slotted one. The only other option really is to go round the goalkeeper. It was a finish I hated doing. But at what point would you think what your finish is going to be here? Because your second touch. I love the way you just your second to last touch. Yeah, the second to last touch almost just opened it out for a different angle to finish it.
Yeah, and I think it got a perfect bounce on it as well. It was wide open, so for me here it was about, of course, Maguire not taking me, which he's not doing, and I think to stay calm, just because I actually could have gone past him because he's so far out, but I think it was a good finish, far corner. Perfect enough.
It's always a good finish when it goes in, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, what am I saying?
Since the change of coaching staff, have you been given more responsibility defensively? Because you seem to win a lot of headers in the own penalty spots today as well.
It's always go back to defending when you get the clean sheet as well. Yeah.
No, it's set pieces. I think I should be there. I'm tall. I think I've got something to give also defensively and on the set pieces. And today Bruno hit my face, I think, my head 5 times, so I felt a bit dizzy in the end. So yeah, I mean, today we had a really tall squad. I think, you know, when you see in the back and everything, so felt really solid, you know, in the set piece and everything. So that's a good thing.
And is there a different setup now? There's Donnarumma in goal. Obviously, his presence is seen and obvious.
Sorry, who?
Have you got a different setup now defensively with set pieces with Donnarumma in goal?
No, you know, we try, of course, to do best as we can. In against Brighton, we let in a goal in set piece, or we got a penalty against us, which isn't good enough. So you need to try to look where you can improve and where you can do things better. You know?
Just finally, Ali, what does it feel like to score in this fixture? Because you love it. Nobody else has got more goals in a Manchester Derby Premier League fixture now. You're right up there. I mean, in this fixture when it matters the most, what's that adrenaline rush like when you do it in a win like today?
No, it's amazing. Yeah, you see Rooney and Aguero and me.
Not bad, is it?
Yeah,
you could have been top and you not hit the post. How did that not go in?
Oh, yeah, I know. I got a bit bad touch. As we spoke about, I went past the keeper and it was a bit too far. And then I saw the left came, so I tried to hit it, which was perfect. It went tunnel on him, past his feet. Oh, and it was irritating not to see it go in. But yeah, not to score against. This club is special for me. Everyone knows it. Since my first goal here, 3 years ago now, I think it's a special thing, and yeah, it's a good feeling.
Good smile. Well done. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And as we mentioned, that fella has 50 Premier League goals in 50 Premier League games here at the Etihad, which is sensational, isn't it?
I've said before, 1 in 2 used to be a great record. If anyone scored 1 in 2 back in the day, it was like, wow, what a striker. Now you've got to score in every game. Incredible.
But he is, so obviously where we sat today, we're quite close to the pitch.
Yeah.
So you get a feeling of what it is that makes him special, which you don't get through a TV screen. He is, we saw that here, he's big, he's strong, but he's so explosive. It's incredible for such a big person to move that quickly over the first couple of yards. I mean, you were massively quick as well, but you are a little bit smaller, so you expect that, you know, him. And then the physicality. They can do anything. You see that in the second goal. They can pull him, they can do whatever, you know. He's just got to just keep them away and still have it under control.
It's a good point, because I had to be quick to get away from people. He only has to be the same as everyone else, because as soon as he's equal, he can just hold them off, can't he? I mean, what's the hardest thing to play against as a defender?
For me,
speed, strength?
Yeah, speed. Like, physically, I would want to match up against someone like Ireland, but with the pace he's got as well, you have to be a step ahead and give yourself an opportunity to be deeper, which then...
Yeah, it's not over 20 yards. Yeah, it's over 3-4 yards, which is, you know, where you normally win the ball.
Yeah. It's difficult. Listen, he's world class. He's elite. He scores in every game, and he doesn't have to be involved as much as other strikers to contribute. So, yeah, when he's in front of goal, his level of composure is second to none.
Absolutely. Well, he's had some week, hasn't he? His international goals, 5 in one game and then 2 in the derby. Michael, Julian, Peter, thank you very much indeed for all that insight and debate. So, that is it, the 197th Manchester derby. Very much Cities and very much Blue. They have returned to winning ways in emphatic fashion. The bragging rights in the city of Manchester are theirs. From the four of us, see you soon.
Great things are happening on the BetNiger mobile app. Enjoy betting services on a different level. Access a wide variety of betting options. Bet on your favorite sports with great odds. Win big with our mobile games. Get great bonuses and promos and start winning. Withdraw your winnings with zeros at BetNiger app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store today. BetNiger, more than a bet.
Welcome to the 20th edition of the World Athletics Championships in spectacular Tokyo.
We are in the presence of a sporting giant. That is outstanding. It's a night of pure history. What a season and what an athlete. That was incredible. Does history repeat again? A true iconic legend of our sport.
Every moment, every medal, only on Supersport.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
Wherever you are, whatever your reason, it's on Supersport all season long. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Vic, about today. If you're missing fairways, you're feeding the fish.
Better stock up there.
Guys got some balls for us.
Oh, showcase. Do you bomb it like Bryson?
Maybe. Scotty and Rory use these.
Gentlemen, have you tried these?
How about some fairway finders?
That's the one. That's the one I need. That's the one.
Yes. All of this and more under one umbrella.
Every pivotal moment from the world's biggest tours. Follow the legends, rising stars, and unforgettable rivalries. From first tee to final roar. If it's golf, it's on Supersport.
We aren't kidding.
Welcome to the 20th edition of the World Athletics Championships in spectacular Tokyo.
We are in the presence of a sporting giant. That is outstanding. It's a night of pure history. What a season and what an athlete. That was incredible. Does history repeat again? A true iconic legend of our sport.
Every moment, every medal, only on Supersport.
Welcome back to the show. Lando Norris versus Oscar Piastri. Side by side, the cars collide. Impressive from Hadjar this season. Kimi Antonelli, the youngest pole sitter in Formula One history. It's an uphill battle for Max now. Who knows what the second half will bring? What an amazing spectacle.
Proudly brought to you by Bottega, home of champions, and Heineken, more than a race.
Bet on your favorite sports with great odds. Download the BetNiger app today. BetNiger.
Welcome along to another edition of the Weekend Wrap live here at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester, where the Manchester derby for the 197th time took place between City and United. In the next 60 minutes, we will look back on City's win over United and have all the reaction from both the blue and the red camps. We'll also look back on late significant drama from the champions, Liverpool, at Turf Moor. They left it very late, but they managed to get the better of Scott Parker's team in the end. And all the other weekend headlines, including an emphatic performance from Arsenal at the Emirates to inflict defeat on Ange Postecoglou in his first game in charge of Nottingham Forest. And with me to do all of that for the next 60 minutes, Michael Owen, Owen Hargreaves, Jolyon Lescott and Peter Schmeichel. What a five-a-side team. Right, here at the Etihad.
Where are you playing?
Not in goal. Here at the Etihad, the 197th Manchester derby went the way of City, and deservedly so in the end, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a real quick start for Manchester City. I mean, Manchester United did have chances in the game, but City were dominant throughout. Doku there drops in, gets a lovely little position, drops his shoulder, gets to the byline, and Phil Foden with a late run and a lovely header to make it 1-0. Beautiful goal. Look at this lovely little position that Doku gets into. That's a great way to bounce back, and he certainly scores a few goals in this fixture, doesn't he, Phil Foden?
Yeah, in his first league start. This is defender's nightmare from Doku, that, Jolyon.
Yeah, faced 1v1. He can go either way. He's so sharp.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
But the second goal came in the second half, and equally as quick start and great pass from Nico and then Phil, and you can see the momentum building. And when Erling Haaland gets in this position, it's only one outcome, and yes, composed finish.
It's a great goal, isn't it?
Yeah, but surely Big Pete can say that.
Big Pete's shaking his head already.
No, surely goalkeeper did not stay in his goal. What? He knows he's going to get. He goes down, he gets chipped. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, defensively, it's not great, but I just think he's going to think it there, don't you?
No, I said after the game, this is my dream scenario. I'm actually coming out there where he is, and then just stop. Wait.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not. No, you can't stay in the goal.
No,
because anything can happen there.
Yeah.
You come out, you stop, you wait, and then this
more Manchester United errors.
Yeah. I mean, how is that not going in, by the way? I mean, Erling Haaland, he said, I had a bad touch, but then I nutmegged the hook and hit the post. Oh. He could have been, because he scores after this, right? He could have been the all-time top scorer in this fixture.
I'm sure he breaks that soon enough.
After 3 years, that is something, by the way.
That's crazy.
What about this, Peter?
Yeah. No. We were discussing, is he going to play? Is it too big an occasion? Is he going to start the first game in a Manchester derby? I mean, this guy is world class, and there's no doubt about that. And I think, and I would say this, I think he kept his team in that game in the most important moments of
that was a big moment at 2-0, and Michael, this was 3-0 when he's clean through.
Luke Shaw, bad touch. I mean, this is a lovely finish. Let's focus on the attack. It's a great finish. I think as soon as he lifts his head, sees the goalkeeper quite sat back in his goal a little bit, I think he thinks, right, it's got to be a slot finish. Now, if the goalkeeper runs at him, it brings maybe the dink, or maybe they're going around the goalkeeper into the equation. But when the goalkeeper sits back like that, there's no option but to slot. That last little touch just opens up that corner. If he doesn't take that touch, he can't score in that far corner. Just little open up, yard or so, and then it opens that first corner. 8
Premier League derby goals now for Erling Haaland. No one has more than that. And earlier on in Premier League Live, he joined us here at the pitchside desk.
Amazing. We needed this, as a club and everything. It's hard to go into national team with a loss. Say what you want. You want to keep going and turn things around. And then we went into the national team kind of like, where does this go? And then we kind of answered perfectly, so that was amazing.
Yeah, there looked a real intent right from the off from you today.
Yeah, we need energy from us to the crowd and back. We need to give each other energy. That's what we need to do, and I felt today we did that. And yeah, in the end, it's a really good performance. Of course, could be better. They could have scored, we could have scored more, but in the end, 3-0 at home is fantastic.
We've got a goal scorer here who wants to ask you about these finishes.
Well, we've been debating in terms of a goalkeeper's view on a goal and an attacker's view on a goal. I was saying that I think as soon as you picked up that first ball, you knew you were going to dink the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Or do you wait for the goalkeeper to make it almost his first move?
No, but I knew that he was. He rushes out a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. I think if you watch United, kind of. So the ball was perfect. It was perfect. You don't need to touch the ball. You just need to run with it and finish. That's the perfect ball. I call it Kevin De Bruyne pass. You know, you don't need to do anything. Just run. And yeah, it was a perfect finish.
And for the second goal as well, you know, you've dinked one, you've slotted one. The only other option really is to go round the goalkeeper. It was a finish I hated doing. But at what point would you think what your finish is going to be here? Because your second touch. I love the way you just your second to last touch. Yeah, the second to last touch almost just opened it out for a different angle to finish it.
Yeah, and I think it got a perfect bounce on it as well. It was wide open, so for me here it was about, of course, Maguire not taking me, which he's not doing, and I think to stay calm, just because I actually could have gone past him because he's so far out, but I think it was a good finish, far corner.
Perfect
enough.
It's always a good finish when it goes in, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, what am I saying?
Since the change of coaching staff, have you been given more responsibility defensively? Because you seem to win a lot of headers in the own penalty spots today as well.
It's always going back to defending when you get the clean sheet.
No, it's set pieces. I think I should be there. I'm tall. I think I've got something to give also defensively and on the set pieces. And today Bruno hit my face, I think, on my head 5 times, so I felt a bit dizzy in the end. So yeah, I mean, today we had a really tall squad. I think, you know, when you see in the back and everything, so felt really solid, you know, in the set piece and everything. So that's a good thing.
And is there a different setup now? There's Donnarumma in goal. Obviously, his presence is seen and obvious.
Sorry.
Have you got a different setup now defensively with set pieces with Donnarumma in goal?
No, you know, we try, of course, to do best as we can. Against Brighton, we let in a goal in set piece, or we got a penalty against us, which isn't good enough. So you need to try to look where you can improve and where you can do things better. You know?
Just finally, Erling, what does it feel like just in this fixture? Because you love it. Nobody else has got more goals in a Manchester Derby Premier League fixture now. You're right up there. I mean, in this fixture when it matters the most, what's that adrenaline rush like when you do it in a win like today?
No, it's amazing. Yeah, you see Rooney and Aguero and me. Yeah.
Not bad, is it?
Yeah,
you could have been top and you not hit the post. How did that not go in?
Oh, yeah, I know. I got a bit bad touch. As we spoke about, I went past the keeper and it was a bit too far. And then I saw the left came, so I tried to hit it, which was perfect. It went tunnel on him, past his feet. Oh, and it was irritating not to see it go in. But yeah, to score against this club is special for me. Everyone knows it. Since my first goal here, 3 years ago now, I think it's a special thing, and yeah, it's a good feeling.
Good smile. Well done. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. What a day he had, and you saw those names with 8 Derby goals and also 50 Premier League home goals in 50 Premier League home games, and he's the second fastest behind Alan Shearer to that particular stat as well. Now, if he can get firing like that and Foden back like he was today as well, is that a bit more like the Manchester City that we're used to?
Definitely, and I think also the players that have been here for a long period of time, they're really important, more than ever now, to almost integrate these new signings. Because just playing too many new signings at once, I don't think will work so much. So the likes of Foden coming back is really music to Pep Guardiola's ears. So yeah, that was impressive today. Phil Foden coming back is a big one, because obviously the likes of Haaland have never been away. They've been consistent right the way through. But Foden's poor season last season hopefully is in the past now, and he can continue where he left off.
Yeah, Steve, we talked about the game. We talked about leadership.
We did
in the Man City team and the leaders that left. Now Foden's come back, and you can see he's grown up. He's maturing, and he's talking a lot more than he's normally done. But there was also, I mean, obviously I was keeping an eye on that. Donnarumma plays his first game. We sat there, and he's all the time doing that, talking to them. So they've brought in more leadership, or he's been aware that he needs to bring more leadership in. And for someone like Phil Foden, who I think he was, with him and Docker, was probably the best 2 players in the Man City outfield players. I mean, he's such an important player to this team, and growing up, leading the team. I mean, he's a fantastic player, isn't he?
And at the end, when the full-time whistle went, it's a long time since I've seen you move so quickly from your seat next to me. I thought, where is he going? And there's the answer. Down to world-class Donnarumma. What was the godfather of Premier League goalkeeping saying to Donnarumma then?
No, but I've followed them in the Champions League, and I've spoken to him a lot of times. And I tell you what, he speaks English, by the way. And I've only managed to persuade him to come into an interview one time, and we had it back to the studio as well. So he was ears and everything. And I've asked my first question, and he started to answer in Italian, you know, and I had no clue. But, yeah, but we kind of, and over the last season, I kept saying to him, we want you at Man United. And he said, I'd love to come to England. I'd love to come to England.
You failed your audition as an agent there, didn't you?
And so I went to him and said, "What? Hey, why are you doing here? Should be the other goal, you know." But then he says, "I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy here." And he showed it. He gave it to the team today, didn't he?
I'm sure he is. Getting back to Foden, I know what a big fan of you, now De Bruyne is gone in that central area where he likes to play, where he played today, where he scored today. If he can stay injury-free and get back to the season before last, like Michael says, can that be almost like a new signing for City?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about what teams pay for players now, you know, whether you agree or not, some of the fees are ridiculous. He costs them nothing, and he's at least £100 million, but he's so special. He can speed it up, he can slow it down. He's a student of the game, he's smart, you know, he's good with both feet. I mean, that kid is so unique in the way that he plays football, and I just thought today, last season, City lacked energy, big time. It was one of the biggest weaknesses. Having Phil in there, alongside Rodri and Mendes, I think it can give them a bit more. Even Doku, his energy was fantastic. So really delighted for Phil, because he's one of the best players we have in this country. Like 2 seasons ago, he was the best player in the country.
Yeah, 27 goals he got.
Amazing. So I was delighted for him, because he's a special kid.
Still only 25 years of age as well. Right, let's hear from the winning manager. His 600th game as a manager. He celebrated with a 3-0 derby. Pep Guardiola.
Well, we're in a situation that start we didn't expect, and of course our opponents are so strong, Liverpool's, and it was to find a way to win, and of course we're gonna be close enough the options in February, March. They're still fighting for the title. So, but the spirit was great. It was an important derby. I know our players have a lot of pride, and they wanna try to do it better in a special day. So make after the game. I walked in front of the fans and see their faces, how happy they were, alongside to us. That is what our job is, so privileged.
What was the most pleasing thing about the performance today?
But I don't know. We have many things to improve. So still we are not a team, but step by step. The victories helps a lot. So we have in the game a lot of good momentums, and the other ones we are not good enough, but. Always I consider, so that people can say everything but the opinion I have from Ruben and for these players. So I talk about, I don't know, all the players we can talk. So Yalo, Vemo, in that case, Bruno Fernandes, so Mino and Casemiro. So they are fantastic players, and I know there is a special. The last year is always here. We struggle against them. We have more results better in Old Trafford than here. But we need to have a confidence, to be closer, you know, to the on top, and now Champions League.
You've got your Phil Foden back.
Yeah.
He looks properly back.
Yeah, he played incredible. We felt it that Phil, when we play behind the striker, is something. He's a guy who loves to ride to the box, half goal. You know, our last Premier League, Phil was the player, the best. We need him so much.
Yeah, I mean, even for a man of his ability, Johnny, and he's saying it, it's not rocket science, is he? He couldn't wait to get Haaland fit last season, Foden fit again, Vardiol at the back today, Rodri back in the team, the last 2 starting. I mean, he's got his big players, seemingly, the backbone of his team, back again.
Yeah, it's evident that when he's got his spine, they're very effective. And talking about Phil, I think that one of the biggest factors is belief. I think he needs to believe that he can be the main man in this team and the most influential player. And also Pep needs to recognise that Phil's probably a bit more creative than just being a system player. Like, yes, you can give the ball to Kevin in certain areas and he creates moments of magic, where Phil will just go, I'm just going to receive the ball here, turn. There's nothing really, I'm going to create something. And I think a couple of seasons ago, he gave him the licence to do that. So I think the more you give Phil that responsibility to just win the game and create little moments that, with his individual brilliance, I think that's when we'll see the best of him.
And Michael, you were making the point, how important are the likes of Foden, Haaland, Stones, Diaz, Rodri, the ones who've been here, whilst the new players are integrated into the team?
Absolutely, that's I believe that's key. I don't think there's many times you look around the Premier League over the years and see so many new signings and think, and them hit the ground running. I mean, I look back at Nottingham Forest were a team that bought loads of players, 2 or 3 seasons ago and only just survived, but then they start moulding together. There's loads of examples. I think Fulham did it a few years ago and actually went down, even though they had come back up and they tried to pay their way to stay up in the Premier League. They went down. So I think when you sign so many players, I think it's really important to still have that core. And if you can integrate them with that core, then I think they will settle a lot better. Now, the jury will be out on a few of them. Donnarumma obviously is a big tick, proven, but there will be a few of them that have been bought just in recent times, the last transfer window or two, that are still finding their feet, and it's vital for the experienced players to make them feel comfortable and almost integrate them into that team.
Yeah, it's a positive step forward today for City. They've got a week of tests now. They've got Napoli here on Thursday with Kevin coming back, and then Arsenal to play.
Yeah, to be fair, I thought they looked really good defensively. I think Vardy Diaz, that's a great partnership.
They've missed Vardy, haven't they? He's something of an unsung hero at times.
He's a great player, and actually he is a centre-back. He played left-back, but he did a brilliant job there. I thought, again, O'Reilly was great at left-back. So, you got Donnarumma in there, you got the back four kind of set. Right-back is still an issue, but I thought Kusanov, he's athletic, he did some good bits, but on the ball, he's not really a Pep type of player. So I think having those two centre-backs in there with the keeper and Rodri, that's a basis to go and win the Premier League for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're the best partnership at the back.
Big call?
Which one?
No, basis to go and win the Premier League.
No, but look,
to compete.
Yeah, but you want it with you in goal.
No, I
two centre backs and Roy in front.
I get that. I mean, you've got to look at the competition. I don't think they're not there yet to compete. I don't think they are.
No.
I think they're still too inconsistent, and it will help, yes, to have that spine. You just said that there. There's still an issue on the right fullback.
Yeah. That's a big issue.
No. So I still think they're a little bit off. A little bit off. They still need to do a little bit better. And I think Pep needs to be more sure about what his best 11 is, which I don't think he knows what his best 11 is. And you can see the way that he's lined his teams up in the 4 games. Many changes. I don't think that helps. I think the consistency you need to win the Premier League, you need to play as many of your core players in every game, your best players, sorry, in every game.
I think he probably knows his best players in certain positions, like touching on Owen's point. I don't think he knows his best right back. No. I think that's a factor. I think if he was push comes to shove, would he pick his best centre half partnership? Yes, I think he knows that. I think he knows his best left back. And this is
what would you say the best centre half?
John Stones and Diaz.
Guardiola on the left.
Yeah, and I think them three pick themselves. And if one of them is not available, Eke can come in and do a very, very good job. But the right back scenario, I think, if they're against Salah or Vinicius Jr., the elite games, when you're talking, they're the ones that define your season. Then I don't know who he picks at right back, and I don't think he knows. I think he would pick the person in form.
But who could that be eventually? Because it won't be Kusanov in a big game, will it?
No. At the moment, if it was me, it would probably be Rico Lewis.
Yeah.
Because he's the most natural one that has done it for the longest time. But again, is that the answer? Who knows? But I think throughout the team, he knows a lot of his best players in certain positions. But probably right back is probably where we're potentially vulnerable.
Okay, positive day for Manchester City. Not so again for Manchester United and for Ruben Amorim. We will hear from him when we come back, and we will discuss where Manchester United are heading 4 games into the season. That is coming next.
Enjoy betting services in the new season. Download the Bet9 app today. Great things are happening on the Bet9 mobile app. Enjoy betting services on a different level in the new season. Access a wide variety of betting options. Bet on your favorite sports with great odds. Win big with Bet Builder. Get great bonuses and promos. Withdraw your winnings with zero stress. Download the Bet9 app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store today.
Vic, If you're missing fairways, you're feeding the fish.
Better stock up there.
Guys got some balls for us.
Oh, showcase.
Think you bomb it like Bryson? Maybe. Scotty and Rory use these.
Gentlemen, have you tried these?
How about some fairway finders?
That's the one. That's the one I need. That's the one.
Yes. All of this and more under one umbrella.
Every pivotal moment from the world's biggest tours. Follow the legends, rising stars, and unforgettable rivalries. From first tee to final roar. If it's golf, it's on Supersport.
We aren't kidding.
Bet on your favorite sports with great odds. Download the Bet9 app today. Bet9.
Oh! And what a finish that is! Put away. Too far though. Gonna be a chance here. Oh, it's bent in by Margate! The throw. It sticks on. And there is goal number 3 for Crystal Palace.
Down guard. Intricate this from Brentford. Thiago's header! It is Lefay. And that is how they take a penalty. Lefay. Shaka with a swirler. He's to goal! Listen to the noise and feel the passion.
Somerville finds Bowen, who finds the bottom corner. Paqueta. All 3 points are heading back to East London. West Ham United's Premier League season is up and running.
Welcome back to the Weekend Wrap live here at the Etihad Stadium after the Manchester derby. Let's bring you up to date with some of the other headlines in the weekend of Premier League action, beginning at the London Stadium.
His delivery is deeper and Salah! Mohammed's Achilles heel has been brutally exposed again. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. That was a nasty challenge. No surprise that a red card is brandished. I don't think Thomas Souček has any complaints. I mean, the shake of the head straight away. Bergwall, 2-0. One long ball forward. And the Swede runs onto it. Bergwall. Dropped his shoulder and he's able to create a chance for Mickey van der Ven. And West Ham, who were well beaten here on home turf in their last London derby. Spurs are in the top 3, whilst their hosts are in the bottom 3. It's finished West Ham 0, Spurs 3. Breaks for Kamada, as pushed around the post by Robin Roos. Skipped across the wet surface, it wasn't an easy save. Jeremy Pino across to Will Hughes. Now Munoz, he puts in the cross, but Spencer denied by Roofs. Instinctive attempt at goal. A brilliant instinctive save as well from the Sunderland keeper. That's it here at Selhurst Park. Full-time score, Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0.
Tonali. Murphy. That's inviting! An instant hit! An instant hero! On Tyneside! Welcome to Newcastle!
whistle. Nick Voltamana. Madueke. Zubimendi. Well, there's only goals for Kloko. That's pretty darn special.
What a hit. Technically perfect.
Ete. And Licorice. Two of the new boys combined.
It's a big mistake from the fullback. Just misjudges that long ball over the top.
Waneri. Rice. Trossard. And the header goes in. And Zubimendi is having a day of days. One from nodding distance, one from a neighbouring parish. A sizable Arsenal win. Forest never really at the races. Arsenal go top after a